Thomas the Tank Engine loves working on the island of Sodor. He is quite the engine. He is a cheeky, helpful, hard-working, and really useful engine. Thomas always works his hardest, especially when he's working on his branch line with Annie and Clarabelle. One day, Thomas pulled into Knapford Station where Edward was. "Hello, Thomas. How are you today?" "Hello, Edward. I'm okay. It's just that it's been now another year since that tragic accident." "Oh yeah, that. Well, don't worry about it too much, Thomas. Remember, it wasn't your fault and there's nothing you can do about it." "Thanks, Edward. What would I do without you?" Thomas returned home that night a very happy engine. "What a busy day it has been for me today." "Busy? Thomas, it was a pain in the tender for me. I had to deal with those troublesome trucks for my second goods train. And I got delayed by sheep on the tracks. I had to wait for the farmer and his dog to shoo them away." "Never mind, you two. Tomorrow is another day, and it'll be better than today. Night, everyone." And before long, the engines in Tidmouth sheds were fast asleep.
Better watch out, number one, because things are going to take a turn for the worst.
The next day, as Thomas was picking up his coaches, he noticed engines huddled around Henrietta, and Derek was trying to calm her down. "I don't know where he is. He disappeared when I woke up. I don't know where he is now. Look, Henrietta, it's going to be okay. I've sent Fergus to tell the Fat Controller, and he will be okay, I promise." Thomas spoke to Henry. "Hey, Henry, what's going on? Haven't you heard, Thomas? Toby has gone missing. No one knows where he is." "Oh no, poor Toby." At Knapford, Emily, Percy, and Fergus were talking about the situation. "This doesn't make any sense. An engine just can't vanish out of nowhere and be missing." "Do you think one of us could be next?" "I hope not. How would the cement works cope without me?" "Have you got any ideas, Thomas?" "All I can say is, Percy, is we must keep a good lookout." That afternoon, Thomas and his coaches were on their break, but Thomas couldn't help feeling worried about Toby. "Is everything okay, Thomas? You have been quiet on our journey." "Well, Annie and Clarabelle, I'm just thoughtful about what could happen or to Toby and where he could be." "Well, if there is anyone who can solve the problem, it will be you, Thomas. Indeed, you can find Toby and bring him back to Sodor." "Thank you, Annie and Clarabelle, but I think it's time we went back to work." The next day, however, Donald and Douglas came up to Thomas with horrifying news. "Have you heard the news, Thomas?" "No. What?" "Och, aye, it's your best friend Percy. He's now gone missing." "What?" "Oh no. Of all the engines to go next, it had to be Percy." As he was working throughout the day, Thomas started making a plan. And that night he began to make his move. When... "Hello, Thomas." "Oh! Edward! You scared me then." "And where are you off to?" "If I tell you, can you say nothing about it, please?" "Of course. I'm going to find Percy and Toby and bring them back home safe and sound." "Okay then, Thomas. Good luck." "Thanks. I'll be needing it." It was soon very dark, but Thomas didn't care. He had his lamp to see where he was going. Then he came to a junction he had never seen before. I wonder where this leads to. And Thomas went down the line into a tunnel, which led him to an unfamiliar place. But after going under a bridge, Thomas saw two engines he knew well. Percy! Toby! Thomas? Thomas! You're here! Yes, I am. Oh, I'm ready to get you two out of here. Oh, I'm so glad I found you two.
I'm glad you trappers would.
Huh? Who said that?
Someone you used to know well.
I don't believe it.
Helen Thomas.
Cinders and ashes. Timothy, you're alive?
Yes, I am. And the siblings are reunited.
Siblings? Thomas, what does he mean? Percy, Toby, Timothy here is no ordinary engine to me. He is my brother.